Hi Pisces, I'm here. The third chakra. This silence that you might be feeling within you. Or perhaps an issue in speaking up your truth of who you are. Your silence cannot be understood by your significant other or other people close to you. And yet there's love, heart chakra here, and definitely love, but a sense of not being able to be understood ever by this person. And with all the astrological forces this week, as we are getting into this solar eclipse in Taurus on Saturday, Pisces, in 3 days, there's a lot of endings, a lot of shedding out of our life what is not true. And so you might be feeling a surge and urge to be more who you are, authentic, and actually expressing that within a relationship. And it's not easy, because you have true compassion, you understand the fact that other people, or this particular person, doesn't understand. But there's a point where you cannot compromise to that fault, where you start to see that you're losing your energy, you losing your sense of worth, your sense of this is what I need to do and this is what I'm going to do, right? Today, this is what, and you might be feeling this drive, but yet feeling slowed down by the love of your life, perhaps. And that's perhaps not this person's problem, but more so you. Looking at yourself in the mirror much more closely, Pisces. It came in the pre-shuffle, there was the mirror that came through. Examining yourself more deeply. What is going on? Why are there all these emotions, up and downs? That's the collective energies anyway, because with the pressure, we are spiritually growing really fast right now, Pisces, and it's hard. A lot of changes are happening materially as well for you. And in all that, even though you're very mutable, very flexible, Pisces, there's a point where you can't go on putting yourself down or putting the other person first to a fault. Again, that means that in very real things, daily things, you're putting aside your point of view or what you initially wanted to do for yourself, for your own creativity, for your own mission, your own projects, because there's a latent fear within you to express or to do independently what you feel you need to do, because you take into consideration too much the other. And perhaps it is happening now that you are hearing yourself suddenly saying to this person the truth of a few things, right? Not in a aggressive way, because they're saying here, speak with love, but being able to express, nevertheless, throat chakra. And that's hard, to find this equilibrium where you're able to express your truth without bursting out, without becoming aggressive, without becoming over dramatic, right? Remembering that you always feel deeper, Pisces, so you need to take that into consideration. The others don't. They won't understand. They will think you're oversensitive, that you are flaky, that your moods change very quickly. So you might be needing to stay in silence, in a sense, feel all those emotions, but not identify with them to a fault, where you're feeling them, you're understanding them, embracing them, but that beyond all that, you are rooted in the silent truth, core center, that all this is just actually drama happening, personality, emotions, feelings, but it's not you, truly, the permanent, the soul you, that is actually calm, that is actually, here we have the tree of rest. Number 22, by the way, came twice, so Master Builder has to do with creativity. We've been having this 2 a lot in our readings lately, but this is patience, tranquility, finding the rest for yourself. Whatever other people say, whatever judgment they put upon you, you cannot take it so deeply. I think that you are getting to the point where you understand that you can't allow that to put you out of center. And this is requiring right now a lot of patience, Pisces. You have patience here, you also have patience here, transformation, intuition, which is called the other card, transformation, and that's a Scorpionic card, which is a collective south node, right? And having this eclipse, solar eclipse in Taurus, which is a north node, is, you know, the axis point with Scorpio. So literally Taurus talks about slowing down, getting closer to nature, being more tranquil, connected, versus Scorpionic energy, which is very emotional, deep, shamanic, soul retrieval, and really looking at yourself deeply in that mirror. So those two need to come into equilibrium right now. You need to use those astrological energies right now, especially with this eclipse, to get real. And that really, I'm not seeing, there's a lot of good placement when it comes to love, relationships, and it's not like there's going to be like a separation that is going to be violent. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like it's an internal change, transformation, deepening of relationships that can happen if there's an existent one, where this deepening can only happen if there is communication. And often Divine Masculine has a hard time communicating. Maybe they have deep traumas of, for them, when they actually get to talk with the significant other, that means that there's going to be drama, problems, and no solution, right? That it's not, they want to escape the communication, the confrontation. But if you speak with love, like we saw, you can express maybe the selfishness of the other, maybe saying, you always want massages, but there comes a point where I also have my needs. Compassion doesn't mean that you have to put yourself as a slave to another, Pisces. You can't do that. And it's a very subtle boundary that they are talking about here. Boundaries. And the retreat card here that came through is that in this silence, maybe you can find a little bit of time alone. Even if you feel that, I want to, I feel emotionally unstable, I need stuff with this person, be compulsive. Slow down, breathe, take that time alone, and when you're clear, speak with love, speak your truth. But you always will be more spiritual than the person you're with, Pisces. And you have to remember that cannot be a blockage. This person is with you because you are the light, the driving light, the one that actually puts into action the project, that actually moves things forward. You're not the one that needs to wait for the other to take action. This one will follow. You cannot follow this person. That's very clear. And so here they are saying to find a solution, to find that it's not about creating more problems. There is perhaps a need to let go and flow, just laugh at the same time, not take things so seriously. But before everything else, this mirror, the reflection, you too, especially if it's a twin flame, need to look at yourselves and express to each other your truths, and not be afraid of that, Pisces. There's a definite complementary energy between you two, where literally you could be two opposites, truly. The spiritual, the material, the feminine, the masculine, and that can be the same sex. It could be the fire, you're the water, right? The emotions, and then the other, can be like the more action-oriented, material-oriented, world-oriented person. But there's an equilibrium that can be found here. You have created inner harmony and yin-yang. So the create inner harmony, this is mindful wisdom, the owl, is in the darkness seeing within yourself what is going on truly. And once you find that peace within you, the divine within you, the fact that you are a goddess, that you're sacred, you cannot let yourself very subtly become somebody else's thing. You have here the return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of a goddess, guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. You are a goddess or a god. You have those two, there's a lot of joy here, there's two dolphins here. There's family energy here, there's love, Pisces, but there is a certain issue when it comes to your heart chakra. Maybe you want to escape as well the situation. You're feeling, I'm done, and perhaps you've been doing that your whole life, escaping relationships, because it's always harder to be in an intimate relationship and be the reflection of another, and them being your reflection, especially again if it's a twin flame energy. And that this card is calling to it a lot, the yin yang. This is soulmate energy. It's universally guided by the universe, the God divine. You have here an Ace of Cups energy, love begins. So this whole relationship feels like sacred, feels like the universe wants this for a certain purpose. You have the universe here as well. And by the way, number 21 and here 22. So the universe, the yin and yang soulmate energy, the universe wants this relationship to work. But again, this balance when it comes to your heart chakra, by the way, Archangel Raphael could be very beneficial for you. You can actually connect in meditation, ask for help from your heart, truly. But your heart needs to be balanced. There is a definite cleansing energetically that needs to happen. And only when you feel more stable within your heart chakra can you bring abundance to your life. And this will be the door to value. And it feels like also this relationship, can also be your door to value, your door to your mission, your victory when it comes to rewards, when it comes to actually manifesting your projects. So this is an important relationship, whatever it is for you here. But there is a need to create conscious awareness. There's hidden realms, subconscious fears, traumas from the past within you, and definitely within the other, that needs to be looked at, so that there's no repetition, that the past is no longer in the future. They're saying here that the past is in the present. Energy signature. So how do you want your future to be, Pisces? Are you going to be repeating the same cycles over and over again, or are you actually changing? There's a lot of energetic transformation taking place right now, but there's a need to see the beauty in all things, in yourself, in your relationship, in your situation, however hard it might be right now. They say to eliminate the shadow, focus on a solution here. To let go of fear. Look, divine will. To remember that there's a reason for everything. You're finding yourself in this situation with this person for a reason. And you might want to make the best of it, the most of it. But you need to remember to not be the hunted, be the hunter. And that at the end of the day, you need to learn how to receive as you see the true you within you. This is also looking at your reflection, right? And it's really interesting because actually I had a mirror that broke last night, and it was a very interesting night, very disturbed night. And of course, you know of the superstition, right? And I wouldn't go there. But definitely the soul, the reflection theme is coming through also today in this reading. And so there's a need to look into that and not let yourself be broken. Not let your soul be broken for another person. You need to keep going, like they were saying. Keep dancing. Whatever the circumstances are in your life, wherever you're finding yourself, it's really important. And you might be finding yourself in a very strange situation, in a very, with people around that are good people, right? But they're really not your cup of tea or your culture, or that have nothing to do with your future. It could be family, the family of the other person, but there is patience needed here. Patience. And a need to focus on what your passion is within, what lights your heart up. And to find this authority within you so that you can go towards your destiny. You have the Wheel of Fortune here. Number 10 is really significant. Your destiny. This relationship seems to be distant as the universe wants it, but there is something that needs to be looked at. There is something that needs to change within you. It feels like you putting your back to the light, to the colors, to life, to the beauty, and seeing only the darkness. When actually you have the Four of Wands here, which again is calling the twin flame, foundation and achievements. You have here a rainbow, you have a home, you have a couple and a kid here. Don't lose hope, Pisces. Patience. You're transforming. This broken mirror is also about someone who is changing. And it's not bad, but it's deep. And as we're going through this breaking, that doesn't mean break up. Don't go to the drama of it. As we're going through this breaking apart, this suffering, you have 444 also here. As we're going through that, we need to let it happen. We need to not hold on. We need to trust that the universe, God, knows what it's doing. But also, that this anxiety needs to go, Pisces. You're full of anxiety. You're very nervous. There's nervous energy around you. Stress. But they say this is you, the goddess of the moon, and we're getting to this eclipse. The reflection of the moon, right? The sun and the moon. Divine masculine, divine feminine. This is talking to your own inner world, your secret world, and needing to stay there. Whatever it takes. It could be very difficult for you to not compromise to another person. You might be the whole day in the room and feeling really good about your life, very high, and the other energy comes in and boom. If you're a bit tired, you overreact, you don't feel well suddenly. A lot of, again, this mood swing that is happening a lot right now. So all this is strengthening us to actually, whatever happens, stay here. Stay in the light, stay in your higher frequency. Stay focused on your direction. And take the other one as a kid, as a baby. That, sometimes it can feel very heavy, but perhaps this is your part of your mission as well. You cannot fall down, Pisces. You can't. And you're stronger than you think. You're so much stronger than you think. And again, it's hard when you're the only one in that field and you're not being understood by anyone else around. But this is preparing you. You're not seeing it exactly, but you are changing. You are evolving spiritually. And you are going towards your destiny. And this relationship has to do with your destiny. So don't give up, okay? I love you, Pisces. Take care. See you very soon.